So Keep On Going With Your Silly Dream by Piter on AO3. This fic may include suicidal thoughts. Read by Lily6645. Chapter 10. Eraserhead, a vigilante, and a fire-breathing man walk into a bar. Izuku looked at the huge man in terror. Oh God, what was he doing? He couldn't fight some 20-foot guy who could breathe fire. Hell, Izuku still got beat up by purse snatchers. He was shaking in his boots, but if he stayed, his boots would be the only thing left. He swallowed, adrenaline pumping as the man seemed to focus on him. The man opened his mouth. Was this how he died? Right here. No, please, God, no. He hadn't got to see his mom. She'd had to work an extra shift. He hadn't told her he loved her. He hadn't apologized to Kachan, told him how much he meant to him. He needed to tidy his room. He had homework to do. Not now, not yet. Izuku moved without thinking, but he didn't run like he normally would. He surged forward, wincing at heat skimming him. He smashed his bat against the knife he'd stabbed the villain with earlier. Again, a large wail filled the previous silence. Izuku didn't let up. Even as the villain attempted to kick him, he hit the bat against the other's left knee, and he finally ran out of luck. Izuku felt a scream claw its way out of his throat as he was kicked into a pole, and it hurt. It hurt so bad, so much worse than Kachan and his friends and had ever hurt him. Izuku curled up in pain, letting out a small sob. He looked up, expecting to see flames, but instead the man was growling in confusion, his quirk not working. Eraserhead must be here. He can't just sit here, Izuku grunted, pushing himself to his hands and knees, grabbing the bat. He peeks up through blurry eyes, watching as Eraserhead combats the villain with relative ease. Izuku needs to get up. He grips the pole, head swimming due to the villain's strength. Izuku hitting the pole, and now the fit of dizziness and inability to think straight. It's probable he had a concussion. Eraserhead would have no trouble capturing him right now. He glanced over again as the man fought against another 3 times his weight and size. Should Izuku try to help? He recalled the hero's past interactions when they met, plus the police's opinions of vigilantes. Yeah, no. That guy was a pro hero. He'd be fine. Izuku almost scampered off. Almost. He glanced at the gas station, eyes locking onto the hand pressed against the window. He could just barely see through the smoke. There was still someone in there. He gasped in pain, legs practically buckling, but he soldiered on. Oddly enough, as he forced his cooperative limbs forward, he could hardly feel the pain. Izuku froze at the door, at the flames and debris blocking it. Well, easy. He did have a bat. He cracked it on the window once, then again, and again once more. The person inside was slumped forward, most likely due to smoke inhalation. He'd need to be efficient but careful. He angled the bat slightly to deliver the final blow. Glass flew everywhere, and Izuku couldn't bring himself to care about the scratches. As he swept the remaining glass away from the windowsill. The woman below him let out a dry cough as Izuku yanked her out. She glanced up at him through her lashes after he propped her against the wall, confused. I haven't ever seen you before. Are you a hero? Izuku rapidly shook his head at the question. Are you a vigilante? Izuku stared for a moment before shrugging and attempting to walk off. The civilian grabbed his wrist, causing him to jump in surprise. Wait, what do you call you? Izuku shrugged again. Do you talk? A shake of his head before Izuku yanked himself free and dashed off, glancing in alarm at the rapidly diminishing battle. If he wasn't gone by the time it was over, no way he could escape Eraserhead in this condition. Thankfully, with the adrenaline still flowing through his blood, he was able to make a mad dash in a direction away from the fight. Hopefully, the lady would be okay. That was the end of chapter 10 of So Keep On Going With Your Silly Dream by Pyder on AO3. Thank you so much for listening.